1, 2. Welcome to the RBA. We're in downtown Toronto, Canada for an RBA special. The Toronto Dragons, a fierce lineup of many experienced players on this Toronto Dragon roster in hope to make it to the next round. Their hopes begin tonight. The series is all tied up. Let's see what Coach Preston Thompson said before the break. Coach, what is your team's goal as you guys move forward? Oh, we want to get a rhythm started, and the way we get a rhythm started essentially is by working on what we gotta get into hands. So right now the series is tied 2-2. I told the team, look at this as a brand new series right now. Let's go 0-0 right now. We're tied. So let's go 0-0 right now. And let's take 2 wins in a row. Let's take what's rightfully ours. Let's restart. We get a chance to restart, basically. We get a do-over. No one's ever look at the other 2 games ever again. And it's true. No one will ever look again that we lost 2 games. They're going to look at who won the series, not who lost 2 games. So I told Justin, I told Robert that tonight's the best game of their lives. We're in home. We got to play like we're at home and make a difference tonight. Bryce Bolden has a very good percentage in the 3-point line. What do you have to do to get him going? With Bryce, it's a lot of work to actually get him going, and it's skill too, and it's just a lot of talent. And we gotta get what we want from this team, and what we want from them is to win and beat them up and make them pay for putting us through struggles, putting us through a lot of adversity in these last 4 games that we've played. Dan Hogan has been a hell of a guy. I told them it's a new way to guard him. They are going to clamp us. They're going to destroy us. They're going to make us want to cry for our mothers. But we can't give in. We can't give in. No matter what the scoreboard is, I told them we're going to talk things. We're going to go slowly. We need to take timeouts. We will. And we can win the series if we win tonight. Basically, I told them. In the case that you guys do win this game but don't win game number 6, how do you look to approach game 7 back here in Toronto? With the fans, with the fan base, the arena is on our side, and we have a huge advantage being the seed that we are. The 2 seed is a privilege. It's a privilege, and it's not just something given to you. It's something you earn, and it's a privilege. I told them, I discussed that with them, that it's a privilege to be here right now, to be even in this situation is a privilege. A lot of teams aren't even in this situation anymore. So we just gotta make the best of our situation as a whole and try to put our team under their back to win the game. Player Russell Murray. New York was in talks the other night. All right, thank you. Yeah, well, New York was in talks the other night to make a trade that would involve Bruno or Clay. Nothing went through for the Yellow Jacks. They are still in a deep discussion that would send a player of a lot of caliber, maybe their draft picks, something back to New York. Maybe even Noah Glover Jr. for Russell Murray. They both average $2 million. Do you think that's a fair deal at the end of the day? I don't think so. I think Russell Murray is a much better player. They've done that deal before, and they sneaked in. New York sneaked in and got Harold, and now what Dallas is trying to do is New York offered it, but what New York is trying to do is flip the script. When they got a good team already, I don't know what they're trying to do there. So, yeah, right after Coach Adrian Gadula walked out with nothing in his hands, he wanted to get something in his pocket, I think. And he never eventually ended up getting anything in his pocket. So he decided to call it quitsies and that he doesn't want to make a deal after all. What about that, Marv? Yeah, well, you got to make a good deal. And if they don't make a good deal, it's not going to happen. All right? So it's simple as that. Brendan Hollins, has he done phenomenal or what? 21.2 points per game. Klay Thompson is starting tonight again for the New York Yellow Jacks. You think Klay is on the move after the season? Yeah, well, Klay can go anywhere. That's the thing. Bruno also. So there's a lot of options open for this team as a whole. And I think that if they don't win, they're going to keep their group because this group right now, they are talented. They are a 4 seed when next season comes. Because Cleveland is not going to have that advantage anymore of having that guy. They're not going to there's going to be teams like Boston who are losing Gaynor Paul. That's a big deal. I'm telling you, that's a big deal. Last night, the first player that's retired officially. And now it's weird because what you have here is a matchup between 2 delicate superstars. James Freeman says if they lose in the first round, he's going to return. Gaynor Paul says if they lose in the first round, he will not return no matter what. He has made his commitment to a decision. Compare that to a guy who hasn't made a decision at all about his decision making. Yeah, well, everybody's on the floor. Let's talk about this a little bit. The game is already abrupted. What are your thoughts on the new ball if they were to use it? I think they should use it. I think it's a good ball, and you'll get used to things. You'll get used to things real easily with this ball compared to other balls. It looks like it's exactly the same thing as well, so it's kind of interesting to see that they don't want to use the ball. They don't even want anything to do with that whole set that they got there. Man, you gotta get the shoes out of here. What is the projection for tonight? And then we can talk about some other things. Gaynor shoots. Phillip got it in. Gaynor on the drive. Toronto projected to win tonight. That could change. Gaynor Paul announced that if they lose, he will not return to the team. He will retire. And obviously, also could possibly buy out a GM team with no cost. He has to get hired for that. Specifically, he might take Chicago. He might take a team that has nothing and bring them something. James Freeman, on the other hand, 38-year-old now, says that he will continue to play until Miami can succeed, and he hopes that next year is their year to win if they don't win this year. But he said the journey's not over yet for this year. Let's see what he said. Yeah, well, obviously next season has a lot of exciting things to be excited about, to be happy about and everything, but we're not done yet. And even if we were done, whenever we're done with the season as a whole, with this next round of the finals when we win, I'll be playing another year. Unless, quite frankly, we do make the finals and we do win, which I want to win. I want to be done with the season. I think me and Dax look to other aspects of our careers, and when you look deeply enough, you say, what's the point of keep on playing if you're already the best team in the world and you're already won one? So, you know. Wow. So he says if they win a championship, he will retire. Yeah, well, him and Dax, then. He talked for his younger brother. He said that if they win a championship, they're both out. What are your thoughts on that before the game starts? It's going to start at 11:45 now. Yeah, well, that's interesting there, but I'm going to be quite frankly honest with you. It's not going to happen, and that's the problem with that situation right there. It's not going to happen at all. So, it's just about rhythm right now. I'm on another level. I'm on a new 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 level. Welcome to the basketball game here today. Oh my goodness. Are they gonna miss? Oh my goodness. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, whoa. We believe that we'll win. 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 I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. We're gonna man a man boy. I'm a small one. I'm a small ray. I'm a small ray. I'm a small way. No 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 way. In the RBA, you're your own player. You're your own talent. You're your own dynasty. What is the next level of use for the RBA? The Toronto Dragons use both of your hands when you're dunking so that you don't break anything. Like that, yeah. Use both. Nice. I know you like to dunk, but it comes to a level where your arm won't take it anymore. So it's gonna snap. You don't take care of it. Alright, thank you. It's obviously less likely the way that you play. the minutes that you play, obviously, man. But I just want to make sure that you know that, so that nothing happens to you, dog. I don't want nothing to happen to you. The game. Yeah! Welcome to Toronto Dragons Arena in Air Canada. We are in Vince Carter Arena here tonight. Yeah! 1, 2. One, two, 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 three. Mom, are you going anywhere? Okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye. It's Toronto basketball. Okay, bye. Yeah! Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Lee on the drive inside. Robert Lee starts this game with authority as these two teams are so neck and neck. Holland inside, yes. Brendan Hollins, a huge 2. Doo-doo. Lee. 3. Robert didn't care. He said, you want a double? You want a triple? Let's triple. I'm going to shoot tonight. Yeah, well, he's off to a good start. Clay. Good shot, Clay Thompson. Both teams off to a great start here tonight. Here in this RBA basketball game. Bogut on the drive inside, and he gets fouled. Andrew Bogut. And he's still playing like when he was a rookie. And just like authority-wise. Look at Tridden giving it to Bogut, and Bogut goes all the way out there. He tried narrowing it on Russell Murray. Yeah! Andrew Bogut. Let's hear it up for one more. Oh, Bogut with the rebound. And he gets it back. He only has 1 right now. Dude, Bolden. 3! There is Dan Hodges. Hodges with a 3. And it goes in. Holiday up the rim, around. Justin Holiday. Harold missed. What a bad shot. That was a really difficult shot to get off. Lee on the drive inside. And Dan picks up number 1. This is going to be a long night for Dan Hodges. You can already tell Robert Lee is going in with full authority tonight. Yeah! Robert Lee. Yeah! Clay, yes. And 6 off the points for Clay Thompson here. Holiday, yes. Justin Holiday. Dan, 3, yes. Dan Hodges. Bryce, 3. Got it in. Bryce Bolden. What a shot there. And they just started off really nice here. Hollins, 3. Yes. Brendan Hollins. York keeping their pace with them right now. And Tridden to Bogut. Doo-doo. Andrew missed. Rebound by Bogut. Excellent job. Another rebound by Andrew Bogut, who's starting over Anthony Wiggins, who had an injury. Lee, out of bounds. He recovered right away. Yeah, in the RBA playoffs, they make a fast recovery. Zayden Thorne. News update on him. Might not play again to start off the next round. They have to work on a surgery again for him. Andrew Bogut coming out for Anthony Wiggins. Yeah! Clay unable to. Inside. Goaltending is cold. So Klay Thompson. 8 consecutive points for Clay. 8 points in this quarter. Dan 3, unable to. And out of bounds. Russell, yes. Russell Murray. Tridden inside. Good shot there by Tridden. He should be dominating Brendan all game long. Stolen away by Tridden. Excellent steal. Back out. Brendan trying to come out. Oh. No. Brendan trying coming out and stopping him. Clay for 3. Yes! Klay Thompson. Well, he's on a different level tonight, Marv. I don't know how to express it. Holiday, yes. Justin Holiday. Brendan for 2, yes. Brendan Hollins. New York doing a good job as of right now. Here's Wiggins. 3, yeah. Anthony Wiggins. Wiggins had a good surgery there. Clay, yes. And Klay Thompson with 14 points now. Holiday on the drive. Pull up. It's good. A good shot there. He'll hold for the final shot. Coaches at the buzzer. No good. Way off. At the end of 1, we're tied. Just like the series. Dan Hodges, you gotta get used to things. He is an interior force as New York starts off the quarter. Clay, yes, 17 for Clay. And he says, thank you again. Holiday, yes, buries it. Dan for 3. Inside, good defense by Robert Lee. Holiday to Bolden, 3, yes, Bryce Bolden. And yeah, they came in with a new mindset that this is a new series and that nothing matters except for these 2 games. That's what happens. New York, they talked about how they're the underdogs in this series and that they got to keep up what they're doing, keep their intensity, and then steal these games right from their back and go on to the next round to play a older squad with a lot of experience, but at the end of the day, will really benefit them as a whole. Dan for 3, no. Rebound by Russell. Stolen away by Anthony Wiggins. He secures. He didn't want to go on a run there. Holiday down on an under, no. Clay with 20. Yes, Klay Thompson. Robert 3, yes. Robert Lee for 3. I think that on the perimeter, you got to guard your man. Brendan for 3. Unable to. Got the rebound and slams it home. Brendan Holland's playing a good, decent way right now. Basketball. He's playing an excellent job and doing excellent things down the stretch of this game. Lee on the find. Harold 3. Yes. Harold Andrews for 3. Holiday on. Wiggins. Tridden in the paint. So Nick Thomas Tridden with 12 right now. With 4. Lee with 12. Hodges 3. Yeah! Dude, Hodges! And they take the lead back. Bryce, dude. Bro, wow! And you gotta be joking. This is a foolproof performance right here by a superstar player. When you talk about it, this guy came into the league as the backup point guard. When Holiday got injured, he had that struck out season that everybody talks about. And look at that. And then he hangs. And then he gets off. He's like, oh, wow. And Dan Hodges with another foul. It's all right. He still has 3 fouls to give. Oh, yeah. Robert Lee, an excellent free throw shooter. A 86%. He missed 1. And an all-time percentage of 69. Oh, yeah, you see, he misses stuff like that. Dan Harold, no, out of bounds. Bad shot. Simple as that. Bad shot by Harold Andrews. And, you know, this is about how skill comes into place. Holiday. Bryce, yes. Bryce Bolden for 3. Brendan for 3, yes. Brendan Hollins. Oh, wow. Great steal by Harold Andrews. No foul there, Dan. Yes, sir. Dan Hodges. Good steal right there, dude. Wiggins down the rim. He's playing extra special tonight. Look at that. It's just... You know, when you got a lot of talent on your roster, and Anthony Wiggins, he drives in, he scoops up the rim, and he drives. Anthony Wiggins is a brute force dog. Oh, Toronto missing free throws a lot tonight. Makes it worth it to foul them at this point. Brendan inside, a pull-up. Unable to, and off of Tridden. So, wow. New York basketball. Clay. Another 3. Way off. Clay with the rebound and gives it back to Harold. Oh, bad pass, and it's out of bounds. 1:10 on the clock. Thank you. There's Bryce 3. Bang! Bryce Bolden. Harold for 3. Yes. Harold Andrews. Holiday, and he's fouled that time. All right. Harold saying no, and he wants a review. He's saying no. We didn't touch him. He's saying that was way too soft for it to be a call. So, on the floor, they're going to have to look over that. That's going to have to be a review. He's saying no. And look at this play again. This is such a great steal. And then Obviously, it didn't finalize towards anything other than Dan in the corner there, and then, that's lights out already. 12 for Dan Hodges. He's 4 for 8. Klay Thompson is 6 for 8, though. And you really talk about getting rid of this guy. This guy is so special, especially in the playoffs. He could go anywhere. He could go to Minneapolis. He could go to Baltimore. He could go to San Diego, where he was already. He can go Toronto. He can go to Minnesota, Dallas, San Antonio. This guy is flexible. He says he's flexible with everything he does. And he's a great shooter. And in these playoffs, he's 71% over 4 games. Now 5 games, and it's just been special. When you have a 5-game ratio, it's much better ratios you'll probably get than if you have 32 games in a row. Then you have to look at to decide a ratio. It really decides what type of a player that guy is, truly, and it shows. It really does show what type of a player you are as a whole. So they have a little bit of blurriness on one of the cameras. That one went down already, but this one has a little bit of blurriness. So just fix that one up real quick. And then we'll take this and this with us. And obviously, I don't think there was a foul. He might be right, yeah. Yeah, there's not really any contact. Yeah. The ruling on the play has been overturned. The basket on the play on the floor is not a personal foul. Ruling on the play has been overturned. This is not enough contact to receive a personal foul. New York receives the basketball back. Toronto receives the basketball back. Thank you. So Toronto will get the ball. I don't know what to do in that situation, but Toronto gets the ball back. Boo! 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 Unfair call! Unfair call! They reviewed it, and it was not a foul. And I'm just going to say nothing here for this one. There's a lot of review systems, and to be completely honest with you, if they don't see a foul, then why would it be a foul? Yeah, he just went up. Yeah, that's not a foul. No. He grabbed onto his arm. Oh! And they're looking at the replay, and they're just not happy, the fans. BS. BS. Toronto basketball. Boo! Come on! Holiday shoots. Unable to, so they took points away personally, I think was a foul. They're not going to call it back. Dan 3 lost the ball. Good defense. And Dan Hodges tried to fake something there or lost balance. I don't know what happened there, but big deal there. Thomas inside. Excellent job for Thomas Shridden. Murray, he's fouled and one. And Russell Murray is going to pick up a 3-point foulty. This guy is special. And Russell Murray going to the line for one. Boo! And he makes that one. Opportunities right now, Marvin. Bryce, 3, yes! 18 for Bolden. Dan, 3, no, out of bounds. 16 seconds remaining. Holiday keeping it away. Down to 10. Lee gets it. Lee throws it away with 3 seconds to go. He threw it away. And yeah, look what he was trying to do there. Fine Holiday. That's a wide open shot. Bam. That's a good looking shot too, but he should have just went up and drove in. It looked like he was going to when Bryce said out on screen on Dan. You know, you can make it a cross move, and not a good IQ move right there. Not a good IQ move at all by the offense. Two, down to 1. Got it in! Dan Hodges! An unbelievable shot with 14 points. It is just so special. And he's just having a career to remember. I'm not going to lie. This shooting guard came from the Tigers, and that was the biggest regret of the Tigers season. They got a bunch of draft picks for Dan Hodges, though, so hopefully it's worth their while to watch this guy become something special in this league. And you get 2 extra draft picks. One of them is New York City's. So this series kind of matters, and New York doesn't want it to be there. Be that case. They want to make the next round. They want to play Cleveland and then play Baltimore in the RBA conference finals. And honestly, I don't think they'll win a single game if they go against them. Well, you have your halftime report. What are your thoughts? Well, you know, this is about a game right now. This is about as heavy as it will get for the game right now. Yeah, the atmosphere is heavy. The atmosphere is heavy. And Toronto, they have a good force mechanism right now. Yeah, Robert Lee, he's shooting 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. This is a guy that will make some and miss some. Dan Hodges, he's not even the leading scorer right now. He's just being patient with his offense. 44% from the field. It's decent, but, you know, you got to do more if you want to win a championship, obviously. And he just does more in that second half statistically than any other half. So if you watch him in this next half, hopefully it can mean something within the bowl as a whole. Dan Hodges is just a special guy. I can tell you that much. Yeah, well, Justin Holiday, 12 assists. Gave it to Lee. Him and Lee screeched out. Bad pass, turnover. Instead of what should have happened is Bryce should have caught the ball and made a wide open three. Instead, Dan Ho just makes that buzzer beater and takes the lead. Hey, it's first come, first serve. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. I do ignore what you mean. Exactly. Nick Parker, everybody, is coming into the bowl game. And so is Bogut for Tritton this time. Just for a couple more minutes, though. Tritton will sub back in. Parker, and then Bryce comes out for Ed to start it off. This is interesting how they'll make a motion with this. You know, their motion offense is really nice, and it's strategic too. And I think Justin Holiday, he's going to get more minutes tonight again. And it's because Toronto wants to win tonight. You lose this game, you're pretty much going to get eliminated, and you know it. At that point, you know it. You're in Toronto. Take advantage of what you have right now. That should be the talk of the day right now. Yeah, well, you make a big difference, and your team will make a big difference. Brendan and Dan are not going to stay in together. They don't want to do that. So Russell comes in, and he'll play the center position for Brendan Hollins. So that switches up. And New York starts with the ball. We begin. They got their challenge, their timeout back. Bruno. Out of bounds. Was that a thing that they get their timeout back? No, that's a thing we've got from the NBA, but hey, it's all good. Bogut, 3! Yeah, well, he's already hot, and it's very special right there. Dude. Dan Hodges. Those two going at it right now. Lee, yes! Robert Lee. Man, you talk about matchup right now. That's key matchup. Murray, 3, no. Bogut the other way. Got the rebound. That's all that matters. Murray shot a 3. Bad look. Wiggins. Oh. Lee the rebound. Good rebound. Toronto. Bogut. Inside. Couldn't get it. And there you go. After a couple opportunities, nothing falls. Bruno for 3. Oh, and out of bounds off of Ed, and back to New York City ball. Murray down the rim. Excellent job right there by Russell Murray. And Murray with a huge play. He's just going up and scoring at such a high level. Russell Murray finding the rim. An iconic play by Murray. Anthony Wiggins coming out for Thomas Tritton. Beep. Tritton checks back in. Bryce Bolden coming in for Robert Lee. Beep. So they make subs early here. New York will keep their group. Ah! He makes that free throw as well now. Here is Ed Thuns. Yes. Ed Thuns for 3. Murray gives it to Russell. Russell to Haxton. 3. Oh, off of Murray. And out of bounds. 3:17 to go. Yeah, well, Aston took a bad shot right there, I think. And Tritton with the defense. Aston, bad shot right there, yeah. He's 2 for 10 from the 3-point line. If you want to dump anyone, you got to dump him. Ed, 2, yes. Ed Thuns! Dan! Oh my goodness! He's a wrecking ball. He's just so talented. Yeah, well, the drive, the effort on the drive, and he just continues to play the talent. Russell Murray coming out for... Oh, they didn't do it on time. Parker, 3, yes! Nick Parker. Murray! Unable to again. Turnover. Klay Thompson is coming back into the ball game for Dan Oges. So they found Klay as more of a mechanism, and they use that mechanism to win. Russell Murray coming out for Brendan Hollins. Toronto basketball from the top. Toronto has not scored easy tonight. That's one thing for sure we can talk about. Bogut 3, no. Inside, no way. And Aston gives it to Earl, and they begin again. Brendan Hollins. Bryce, 3, unable to. Rebound by Klay. And Klay. Hatston down the rim. Yes, sir. And Hatston with the float, the boat. Hatston, Winslow. Bryce, 3, unable to again, and out of bounds. Earl, yes, got it to go. Bryce for 3, yes. Bryce Bolden. Bruno Clark for 3. Nick. He shoots a 3. No, unable to. Rebound by Earl. And Earl up around. Bryce shoots. No good again. Klay another rebound. Brendan! Timeout, New York. They're on a huge run. Timeout, Toronto. Hollins will shoot free throws when we get back. And a 22-7 run. A huge run for New York City, though. Yeah, they haven't scored. Just a 138 mark. 7-0 run. Good job. And Bogut's definitely going to come out for Holiday. Both the superstars are out right now. That's probably why. They should never do that, but they did that, so it's a problem. Parker's unable to score tonight for some odd reason. He looks a little bit blemished, and now they're down by about 8 if Holland makes that free throw. And they got 2 guys that are double digits under the scoreboard, and Brendan Hollins, he's just so special. I just can't stop talking about how special he is. New York wants a primary center, but they have Brendan Hollins. What do you think they should do? What can make this team better? I think Tom. That's it. This team could be in the RBA Finals next season. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a extraordinary situation here. They picked up Harold. They picked up Dan. These are all guys that didn't make it to this roster. They created a big 3 like that. Brendan's their only guy that they actually acquired from the trades. And then Nick Parker is a primary shooter. But tonight, there's been nothing for him. He hasn't shot in the ball a lot. Ed with 5, Bryce with 21. Bryce is shooting well. I think that Toronto just has to play a different in basketball tonight. Holland shooting 1. And he makes it. So we begin from the top here. Ed, bad catch. Hits a 3 and done. Let's see what Coach Preston Thompson said. All right, yeah, they got on a 7-0 run. What about it? Come on. Push the pace. Don't let them interfere with what we have to do tonight. We have a job, we have a duty, and we got to take advantage of our home court advantage. No more losses. Our season will be over to this team if we don't pick up the pace. Come on, guys. Bryce 3, yes, good shot. Toronto's starting to get going again right when Holiday checks in. Earl, good rebound by Parker. Throws it to Bryce. 3, and that's a 2. Either way, it went out. Hatson, yeah! Hatson with a huge play. Bryce gives it to Ed, back to Bryce. Wide open, no good. And that's the end of the quarter. They have to check if it counted. Yeah, they have to check. Why does this thing keep turning off? Have we not been playing with the scoreboard? Because we don't know the time then. No, we have. That's the thing. They're 700 now.
I'm going to come after I will fix your room. And I will fix your, one time I will show you. I will.
find a way to make money fast. Figure out a way. So Bryce missed the 3. We don't know if we had the game clock on. We don't know. So yeah, we didn't. No, the shot doesn't even count. You guys know that? A shot didn't even count as a missed shot. It didn't even count. So the shot didn't count as a missed shot. It didn't count. He didn't get it off on time. He slipped like that and then he got it back and it was way too late when he got the shot off. So yeah, it's not gonna count either way right now. Yeah, so right now, that's a big deal, I think. Note the fact that it didn't count. So New York starts with the basketball. Also Murray, Brendan Holland, and Dan Hodges. Robert and Wiggins are going to check back in right away. They don't care. They want them in right away. So that'll be interesting to see and witness here. Toronto basketball. It's a 7-point lead. Toronto is losing. Bolden Travel is called. And he is just stuttering right now. Doo-doo. Dan, 3. Oh, good shot right there. They're lucky that didn't go in. Holiday, yes. Justin Holiday for 3. And they're just off tonight a lot. And it's just concerning right now. Brendan. Brendan, another miss. Incredible. Holiday, 3. Got it in. Justin Holiday. Another huge shot. Play goes to Dan. Dan set the screen, Dan! Oh my goodness. This is a superstar level that we're witnessing. I don't know what to say. Like, he's really good at what he does. Is this a rookie? I don't know if this is a rookie at this point. And he didn't win on Syracuse State. He did develop, though. You can say that again. Dan. Hodges. Boo! Boo! 75%. All-time free throw shooter. Makes the basket and completes the and-one lead. No, inside. Yes. So 18 tonight only for Robert Lee. Here's Clay, 3, yes! And he's on fire. Holiday, yes, as well. So Holiday with good amount. Murray inside! He's doing the same exact thing that Hodges just did. He used his height to reach the rim. And draws another foul on the contact spin. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know what to say. New York is gonna win this series. Plain and simple as that. Russell makes it. Russell Murray. Lee, yes. Robert Lee for three. Dan! And he just continues to evolve. Lee, Lee. Unable to off of Harold, though. Good job. They got to keep on playing. Bolden. Good defense. He's ripped away. It's excellent defense there. And we've got 3:04 on the clock. And they are just playing such spectacular defense. This is going to be a huge upset, isn't it? Dude, Holiday. Bang! Justin Holiday. A huge three. So it will not count. On the clock, 3:04. Thank you. It's not their ball. It's not their ball. Wow, unfortunate error right there. Doo-doon. Doo-doo-doon. Brendan! Scoring! Brendan Hollins. 99-93. Lee, three, no, inside, yes. Offensive foul is called. Brendan upset, but he did get an offensive. And he's not happy with that call. And they're giving him a warning now. He's never gotten a technical in his career. Bolden is fouled, and the Clay. You know, this is a great approacher right here. He's guarding him, and then he takes a shot, and he releases, and no contact whatsoever with the ball, and Bryce hesitated. So, another foul. They have two more to give. Lee, yes! Robert Lee for three. Game is under the bag. 2 minutes to go. Doo-doo. Dan, oh, it missed. Brendan with the rebound. Brendan got the rebound. Here we go. Harold Andrews, 21 assists again. On the play. Clay to Dan. Dan, pull up is good. Dan Hodges with 26. Dun, 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 dun. Zararan. Hey, hey. Toronto. And Toronto wants to talk it over. They are having a frustrating second half. That's what you can call it. They have not won a single quarter in this ballgame. They lost two. It's not very likely that you can win a game if you lose 2 quarters unless you come up big in the fourth. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. 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 Well, right now you can check their field goals. 5 for 10. Bryce 8 for 12. He's really good right now, and Holiday as well. Andrew Bogut is coming into the game. Yeah! Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. 4 rebounds tonight. They really might need him right now to win this game. Toronto took a timeout. It's their ball. After a big-time shot by a big-time player. Run. Let's go. Wiggins comes out for the final 2 minutes of this game. Bolden, 3! Bryce Bolden. Harold hits a 3. Yes, 9 for Harold. Andrews. Lee, yes sir! 29 for Robert Lee. Clay gives it to Dan. Dan initiates. Doo-doo. Clay gives it back to Dan. Russell. And Brandon, wide open. He's fouled. And Toronto is running out of time. Harold Andrews let Dan do things, and Brandon gets a foul call. They're down by 1. It's just going to go back to 4. Look at this play right here. I love this. Harold Andrews knows what he's doing right here. Gives it to him, screen set, no one on him. Now you got a mismatch. Holiday on Hodges, I don't care what you say is a mismatch. This is not an all-star anymore. Then you got Russell pushing him off. He's like, oh shoot, what did I do here? I got the big man on me. I can't just go like that and pull up. I mean, yeah, I could, but he'll just block me. He's a good defender, isn't he? He's taller than me. He'll stop me. So he tells Brandon to cut out, and Brandon notices that, and Tridden just follows him, and a big-time play by Dan Hodges. And now, you gotta hope. Boo, boo, boo! And he makes the first. He has 3 and an extra 1. Boo! And he makes the second, so here's his extra 1 now. Here's his third 1. If he misses it, no more. And he makes that 1 as well. The crowd has gone quiet. Boo! And he makes the fourth 1 as well. So a 4-point play due to the foulty. Lee, bad shot. I'm gonna try again. The Bryce offensive foul. Bryce is gonna get called, so Dan will go to the line for 2 and an extra. Hold on to your horses. Boo! And he makes it. 27 for Dan. 26 for Brendan. Boo! And he makes that 1 as well. Boo! And he makes all 3. Dan Hodges has annihilated this team's hopes and dreams. Bryce, 3, no good. And a rebound by Clay. Yeah! Crowd is not happy. Here he is. Oh! And a turnover. And Holiday's saying, give us the right time. They're saying, we'll give you more than the right time for sure now. And 104. Bryce shoots. He's fouled. There you go. This game is not over yet. 59 seconds remaining. Bryce Bolden off the foul tee. And he gets off a good shot. I really respect that. He gets off a real nice shot right there. Bryce makes it. So there you go. 4-point game. Doo-doo. Dan up the round. Lee, he's telling him to shoot it. Lee misses. Holiday has to take it. Holiday makes it. And Robert Lee tonight has been choking a lot. Gotta play defense. They're gonna give it to Brendan. Oh, Brendan up around. Rookie young guys are going to come in and take what's rightfully theirs. Brendan with a floater. This is skill if it's not anything. This is skill, Marv. Skill. And when you have that mindset moving forward, and you have all the skill around you, it's special. Bryce, he's fouled again. Bryce Bolden, another foul call. So he gets 3 shots. And you have no more fouls to give now. Yeah! He's definitely going to get player of the game. He's done a great job tonight. And he gets, yeah! You got to beware. Bryce gets the rebound! Bryce Bolden, a 3, bang! Unbelievable timeout, New York! Bryce Bolden did it on purpose. And Bogut was there, but he was just trying to push off Russell and Thomas, and it was right there for him. And he touched the rim. It was a perfect play. This guy is a superstar, if not one of the best players in this league, and one of the best shooters for sure. And then he got it back and shot it. Woo! Yeah! Tying this game up. Yeah! I told you we're not done yet. And Andrew Bogut off the haywire of the iron hitch. You gotta be joking off of my hitch. Andrew Bogut. Bogut with 4. He's 1 for 5. Him and Parker did not show up tonight. That's the biggest deal right now. Clay fouled so many times that you can just be joking if you want to play him anymore. So he comes out. The coach is not happy with him. And he's telling him, you got to put me back. We're not going to win like this. Earl Lester coming in for the game. Earl Lester is going to play the 2 now. So he believes that Earl at the 2 and Dan at the 1 so that he can guard him instead. They might even want to run Earl at the point guard just so that they have no advantages. New York took a timeout. It's their ball. Remember, he's a shooter, so Earl Lester this postseason, 44%, all-time 56%. Not bad. I mean, it's not good for a point guard, though, to have that kind of a percentages. 3.8 all-time rebounds, 5.0 assists all-time. Yeah, you got yourself a bench player. Okay, bye-bye.
You want anything?
No.
Oh, I got your stuff yesterday.
Yeah. Doo-doo. Dan. 3. Yes, sir! You are kidding me! Dan Hodges, a Neil Iron 3. And he's saying, this is our game. Get out of here. We're not going home. Lee hits a three. He says, come on, play me, brother. Dude. Oh, Dan almost lost it. Dan, 14-10, pulls up and scores. A huge shot. Unbelievable performance right now by Dan Hodges. 37 points. And he's just come out of nowhere. Toronto will take a short one. This is incredible. I'll tell you that. Again, Lee said, hold on, big, small little guy. I got your butt right where I want it now. We got the tie game. Lee took a three. Dan said, all right, you want to do that on me? Let me do this on you. And he does it on Bryce. He does it on Robert. He does it on all of them. This is New York's game to win. And look at this. Dan just being cocky now. A rookie sensation. If I'm Baltimore right now, I offer New York all my draft picks, everything I got. I offer Bale, I offer Noah, I offer Zachy, I offer a bunch of players. You get this guy on that Baltimore Supersonics team. You put him alongside Connor Val, and you got yourself a super team that will win the championship next year. This guy is so special, and he's on a special team right now. And they are a talented group of guys that is so hard and so difficult, so difficult to beat. Here we go. Holiday gives it to Lee. Lee takes it. Yes! 4 seconds to go. Timeout, New York. Then I'm just worried for Toronto now. Lee, good stroke, and he's got that clutch gene to make good shots in the big time moment. You know, that's what it's about. And yeah, you got to set up a play. I don't know what they would do if they don't set up a play. It would be stupid of them to not set up a play right now. So, Coach Adrian Godula got mad at Klay Thompson tonight, so he will not return. That's something you got to think about. That's chemistry right there. But they kind of need him for this play right here. Yeah, I don't know what Earl Lester would do in the game, but they're not going to put him back. Smash the paint like this. I'm going to play like a triangle. Comes up straight. And then you hit you there, and you come there. So they think they're going to give it to Earl and hand off. Give it there. Give it to Earl. And he is just a very good coach. They've had a lot of success with Coach Adrian Godula. They made a conference finals. He's been there since he was on the team. New York loves him. Now, what you've got to think about right now is who you're going to defend. Look at how they're positioning here. This is interesting. Wow. Yeah, it is interesting. They are positioning very extreme right now. Here we go. Murray sets a screen on Robert. Robert can't get through. 4, down to 2, down to 1. Oh, a timeout! It's stolen away. He said he timed out. Dan had to get the shot off, and he slipped out of his hands. And Holiday's saying he took a timeout, and he has to be in possession of the basketball. And they're going to look at that. It's very interesting right now. If that counts, Toronto has a chance to win this game. And possibly it could be a series-defining defeat. So here we go. We have only 2 cameras left, apparently. Right at the slap. That's very close. Yeah, basket, baby! The ruling on the play stands. There is no timeout on the call. We are going to overtime. Thank you. And wow! And he's just so lucky right now. Holiday telling Lee it's all good. We have this opportunity to win games. Let's take every opportunity we get. So now Clay comes back in. I guess he stopped being angry at him for the start of this quarter. Klay Thompson is checking in for the overtime. Thank you. So they do have timeouts. Usually timeouts do not wire over to overtime. You have to use your timeouts throughout the full game, not just in regulation. But Toronto and New York, remember, if we go to double overtime, we won't have another tip. It just goes to the other team that didn't receive the tip for the first and for the second and third overtime. The fourth overtime, which has only happened a couple times in RBA history, I think with the Supersonics and the one and only Minnesota Wolf Yankees, that game was incredible. It went to 200 points. Yeah! And Tridden steals the ball, and they begin. They start right at where they started at the beginning of this game. Same group of guys. Here we go. And Bolden. Bang! 39! Brendan. Looking. He wants a 3. No. Inside. No, but it's off of Tridden. And he's so upset. He said it did not touch him, but they're saying no, it did. And they want to use a challenge. He's upset about it. And he's getting really anxious. He's saying, I didn't touch the ball. It was not out of bounds. And he's just so against this call right now. I think he might be right. He's so against them being right about this call that he might honestly, to be quite frankly honest with you, be right about the call. I think it's crazy to believe that this call could have been wrong. Yeah, we have a view of it, so we have a perfect angle view of it. Bruno Clark, by the way, was out of bounds. If he was still there when this happened, then yeah, no. But they got to check. So we're reviewing right now. If the ball went out first, That is so damn close. Do you see what we're looking at? Let's show you what we're looking at. Look how close that is. We have one angle on it. You got to check. That was, oh my goodness. It does look like his hand did touch it. So the ruling on the play stands as that. And that is incredibly disappointing for one team. On the play on the review, the ruling on the floor stands. The call is unsuccessful. So unsuccessful. How about that? Yeah, well, he touched the ball. Tridden putting himself down right now. Lee telling him it's all good. You have a career high tonight in playoffs. You are fine. And he's just so upset. Dan, 3. Yes, sir! Dan Hodges! A huge 3-pointer there. Doo-doo. Tridden sets a screen. Tridden, he'll take a 3. Way off. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he wanted a 3. Brendan, yes! Brendan Hollins. That's a 3 in the corner. It's good. Bryce, yes, sir. Bryce with 42. That's a career high in the playoffs this season. At least Danny, yes, it was off the 2-pointer though. Good feet right there, and you know what you got to do right here. Tridden asserting his will and going inside. And he's been a big part of this success tonight, for sure. Russell, bad pass. Oh, Murray around everybody. And Bogut tried blocking that. And he just didn't want to get too close. The rim there, he knew they would call it anyways, and he knew, you know, sometimes there's some things you can't stop, and that's crazy how amazing that is. Here we go. Lee, 3! Toronto with the lead. Harold, yes, got it. Harold Andrews. Toronto's on the good side, is what they call it. Robert throws it to Bogut. Great pass. A bullet pass for Andrew Bogut. An excellent scheme right there. And it's just a bullet pass. Yeah, you know, look at this right now. Look at Andrew Bogut. Look at where they're positioning. Everybody is smashed there. So when Lee comes up, and Lee sees that it's still a smash play, sees that Murray's a little bit ahead of himself there, you know you can get a good play off like that, and that's a great play. Dan offensive, and Dan Hodges, an offensive foul. He gets a warning from the ref. He got upset about the call. Yeah, that's a good thing that he hit Bryce even. And using your eyes right now to find plays that work. Holiday, Bolden, Bogut, 3, no, Murray, and they hold. Dan, switch, and a switch there. Dan, whoa, yes! 40 seconds to go. The man's got 45. He's incredible. He's just so unbelievable. You have a guy like this once in a lifetime player right here. This might be the greatest player to ever touch a basketball on New York in the last 10 years. And I've never seen anyone like this man. Bryce gives it to Robert. Robert inside. Oh my. And he's giving him a challenge he likes. Yeah, Robert Lee. This is another guy that they like to talk about. These two now combining for 82 of their points on the postseason tonight. Leah! And they love him. They knew he would come up big like he always does in every fourth quarter. He just got to play defense. Dan, unbelievable! Dan Hodges is incredible tonight. Lee finding a rim play, yes! And they take advantage of that. Robert Lee, good defense and stuttering around him. He's just on full-on superstar mode right now. Here's a rookie. Dan, another one! The mid-range jumper is special. Da-da-da-da. They take a timeout. Da-da-da-da. No. Toronto under their edge right now. 9 seconds to go. Full timeout on the floor. Yeah, well, of course the ball just went missing. So they're going to call the 1 minute. And then after the minute, we'll start looking for the ball. If we don't find it, and it's a violation, obviously, then they'll have to give Dan Hodges a technical for delay of game. And maybe then labor work. But they won't be giving the technical after all because they found the ball. Oh! $49. And it's been the middies. I think it's been the middies tonight. It's been the middies. For sure. Oh, yeah. And he's just an excellent shooter. Klay Thompson hasn't shot in a while. Dan Hodges shot 23 points in regulation. I think he's special in his own way, though. Yeah, he's got a lot of talent. Play with +8. Dan Hodges with -11 when he's in the game. He's got 49 points, though. This is the difference. Is he close to a triple-double? No. He's got 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He only cares about scoring right now. He only cares about winning. Does he share the ball? Yes, he does. Does he get turnovers? Yes, he has. And is he a good time player? Yes, he is. Are you ready? This is why this is such a big game. Yeah! Because it decides a lot. 9 down to 8. 7, Lee with the ball inside. He didn't waste enough time, though. So now they get it back. New York saying they don't want a timeout. Dan, 3-4 on him. Dan missed. Bogut takes a timeout. He said he got it. I think they did that time. But you don't know. But Bogut got it. It's over. Yeah! Bogut took a timeout. And New York is saying he took a timeout. The way he grabbed it was incredible. And Dan Hodges with that missed three-pointer. Bogut at the end, saving this team. He thought that the scoreboard was tied. Lee with 46. In this overtime period, Lee You know, New York says that he took a timeout, so they want to review it. They want that extra clock time because even if they foul now, they can get the ball back and tie this game. This is big. So obviously, they have got to challenge this call, and they will. They will challenge the call. Bogut took a timeout. Yes, he did. On the review, Andrew Bogut took the timeout. New York loses a challenge call. Thank you. So they lose a challenge call. I don't know what that means. My apology. Did I say challenge call? I meant New York wins the challenge call. They keep their timeout. Thank you. And a good way to get it back. 1 second to go. Bogut did take a timeout. So and their plan is to throw the ball up, so they got to guard them well. And you got to predict who it's going to go to and all attack him at the same time. That's what they're playing, a football game right now. And he's running that way. 5. He has to inbound it. Lee throws it up. It's over. Robert Lee. And that's game. Toronto wins. They're back in this series. And now they tie it up. They were down 2-1. They were tied 1-1 apiece. And then they took it back. Andrew Bogut, yeah! Give him a lot of credit where it's due. I know he didn't shoot well tonight, but chasing after that ball won them the ball game. Yeah, and Dan O just missed a big-time 3. You know, when all 3 guys go up on your man, on you, it's hard to even make a potential shot that can win the game. And the ball went just like that. And then Bogut, and he rattled and he called a timeout. That's nice. Yeah, decent. And yeah, let's talk to Bryce Bolden and Robert Lee. Wow, it's official now. You guys are up in the series 3-2. Bryce, how do you feel, Robert? One more game left. What do you guys have to do to finish out the series? Play so hard, man. We have to play so hard to win this series, and it's a tough series. This team won't go away. They won't go away no matter what we do, so we just got to keep on playing tough against them and hopefully get the job done in New York City on next time we play. Bryce, a 42-point game. What did you do? Why? I had to take in and take advantage of what we got. You know, I can't just be the guy that comes out and loses all these games. And I got to play hard and play tough and play with experience and talent and all of the above and push the pace. 49 for Dan Hodges in a loss. You guys played one of the best players, one of the best up-and-coming rising players. What do you have to say about him as a whole? Oh, Dan, he's a hell of a good player. It's not his time yet, but he's a hell of a good player. Dan Hodges is a hell of a guy. Robert? Yeah, Dan, he's the best competition I've had all year long. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't seen a shooting guard like him in a long time. Or even ever. He's on Gaynor Paul, my level, Josh, Jake, Shane's, Jack, those guys' level. He's on their level already. So it's exciting to witness, if you're a New York fan, what he's got in store for that team as a whole in the future. All right, congratulations on the win. Those two, well, the Splash Brothers, they can call them now. Bryce Bolden, 42 points. Extensively talented player. And is just so special. 72%. Yeah, when he woke up and when he started shooting threes, this Toronto team changed for that. Like, they don't even have all 8 of their guys doing well on every given night. But when they have 1 or 2 guys playing like a superstar level like they do, it gets extremely difficult to stop them. And I think that's the difference between them and other teams. They've got that talent, they've got that skill, they've got that execution to move forward and win games. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Obviously we only have one game a day, so it's very fun to witness